My name is Jaime Camino from period DE, and this is Pre-Calculus Honors. The equation that I was given is 4x plus 5y plus 0 equals -6, 10x minus 30y plus 50z equals -27, and 4x plus 4y plus z equals -6. At the top, I'm rewriting the equation that I was given, and now we have to set up everything to find the determinants. The first determinant is the determinant d, and the way we write it in the x column is 4, 10, and 4. In the y column it's 5, -30, and 4. Then in the z column it's 0, 50, and 1. Then the second determinant that we have to find is d sub x. But in d sub x we have to replace the x column with the answer in the equation. So the x column is now -6, -27, and -6. The y is 5, -30, and 4. And the z column is 0, 50, and 1. The next determinant that we have to find is d sub y. In this one we have to replace the y column with the answer in the equation. So the x column is like the original one from the d. So it's 4, 10, and 4. The y column is -6, -27, and -6. Then the z column is 0, 15, 1. The next determinant that we have to find is d sub z. In this one we have to replace the z column with the answer. So the x column stays the same, so it's 4, 10, and 4. The y column stays the same as well, so it's 5, -30, 4. And the z column changes to -6, -27, and -6. We now have to solve in order to find them. So we're first solving d. So we rewrite the equation, which is 4, 10, and 4 in the x column, 5, -30, 4 in the y, 0, 15, 1 in the z. And now what we have to do is we have to rewrite the first two columns on the right. So we have to write 4, 10, and 4, then 5, -30, and 4. Highlighted in blue are the majors that we have to find. So 4 times -30 times 1 is -120. 5 times 50 times 4 is 1,000. Then 0 times 10 times 4 is 0. Highlighted in green now are the minors that we have to find. 4 times -30 is times 0 is 0. Then 4 times 50 times 4 is 800. And 1 times 10 times 5 is 50. Here now we solve. So -120 plus 1,000 plus 0 is 880. And now we have to solve for the other side. So 0 plus 800 plus 50 is 850. So now we subtract 880 minus 850, which the answer for determinant D is 30. The next one that we have to solve is for d sub x. Once again, we have to rewrite the equation, and then we have to copy the first two on the right. In blue, the majors are highlighted. So -6 times -30 times 1 is 180, and then 5 times 50 times -6 is 1,000 negative 1,500. Then 0 times negative 27 times 4 equals 0. Highlighted in green are the minors that which we have to find. So negative 6 times negative 30 times 0 is 0. 4 times 50 times negative 6 is negative 1,200. And 1 times negative 27 times 5 is negative 135. Now we have to solve. On the left side, 180 minus 1,500 is negative 1,320. And on the right side, which we have to solve as well, negative 1,200 minus 135 is negative 1,335. So now you have to add negative 1,320 minus negative 1,335, which gives you 15. Now we have to solve d sub y. We then have to rewrite the equation and then copy the first two numbers on the right. In green is highlighted the majors, so 4 times negative 27 is negative 108. Negative 6 times 50 times 4 is negative 1,200. And 0 times 10 times negative 6 is 0. In red is highlighted the minors. 4 times negative 27 times 0 is 0. Negative 6 times 50 times 4 is negative 1,500. And then 1 times 10 times negative 6 is negative 60. So now we have to solve negative 108 minus 1,200 is negative 1,308. On the right hand side, negative 1,500 minus 60 is negative 1,560, and then we solve. So negative 1,308 minus negative negative 1,560. The signs change, so now it's negative 1,308 plus 1,560, which gives you the answer of 252. Now we have to solve for d sub z. And we now rewrite the equation again, and the first two columns you have to rewrite them on the side. In red is highlighted the majors, so 4 times negative 30 times negative 6 is 720. 5 times negative 27 times 4 is negative 540, and then negative 6 times 10 times 4 is negative 240. In green is highlighted the minors, so 4 times negative 30 times negative 6 is 720. 4 times negative 27 times 4 is negative 432. And negative 6 times 10 times 5 is negative 300. Now we solve. The left, 720 minus 540 minus 240 gives you negative 60. And on the right, 720 minus 432 minus 300 gives you negative 12. So the sign changes, so it's now negative 60 plus 12, and the answer is negative 48. Now we apply Cramer's rule. Okay, Cramer's rule states or says that the ordered triple is going to be d of x over d, comma d of y over d, and d of z over d. So in my problem, the d is 30, so all of the denominators in my equation will have 30. So the first one will be 15 over 30. The second one is 252 over 30. And then the third one is negative 48 over 30. And now we have to simplify. So 15 and 30. So it's 1 and 15. Simplifying 252 and 30. We simplify the top by 30 and the bottom. And we get 84. And for the next one, for negative 48 over 30, we simplify the top and bottom by 6. So our answer is negative 8 over 5. So the order triple of 1 over 15, 84, and negative 8 over 5 is your answer. Yay. The end.